Hello.
We are in 2026, Billy Boy.
Hey, what's going on, sports fans? Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy here with Danny, a boy, Reginald, and welcome to 474?
474.
474 of the Sports City podcast on the Sports Insanity Network. As Reggie said, we are officially in 2026. Happy New Year. First show of the new year. How you doing, Reg? Haven't seen you since last year.
Funny. Well, since last year, my throat's been irritated, so I'm a little hoarse. Oh, I'm getting better, but I was very hoarse going into New Year's festivities. I was not happy about that. But
Yeah, would you just have like a cold or something? Or
no, so you know how do you ever get acid reflux?
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, so I mean I have it pretty bad. And I had this really bad reflux episode where I was coughing up stuff like you don't want to know what I coughed up. Um
Been there.
and because of that, I was gagging so much. It was like a 30-minute period, Bill, where I was just gagging up bullshit. So it fucked up my throat, excuse my language. And um you know, it was just a couple of days. Thankfully, it was just a couple of days of just um my voice being hoarse, and then of course my throat just killing me. The mixture of the gagging while also having all this really big time acid burning you it's terrible. Um, I do not recommend you dealing with acid reflux. If you could not be like me, eat all the nice, fatty, greasy, disgusting foods out there that are not healthy for you.
But
And
they say so good.
but they do taste so good. That's the thing. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
if you could avoid that because you do not want acid reflux. You do not.
Everything that's bad for you tastes like absolutely delicious. That's the problem.
Exactly. That's the spirit of America, though, you know? By the
Yeah.
way, this season, America is celebrating its 250th birthday. Um,
God bless America.
I wish it was under better circumstances in current terms of the government, but it is what it is. We love our country. We want to celebrate the right way. We'll obviously have a bunch of sporting events that'll be celebrating this throughout the year. So,
Yeah. So we are at two. Yeah. So yeah, we are now in our 250th year. Um. So yeah. Happy 6 month early birthday, America.
exactly. And what a way to
Um.
kick it off with some of America's passion, the football.
Yes, okay. So during this New Year's week, we had the college football playoffs, and oh
Mm.
yes, yes, what a week! What a freaking week!
Yeah.
Yes.
I
But
this is
anyway,
this is my first time this season actually getting into the college football. Let's be honest. 'Cause, yeah, I'll
okay,
pay
because
attention to
a
the
few things happened this week that I am extremely happy about. Kicking
yeah.
off the new year right. No pun intended. Actually, no, huge pun intended.
Mm.
Okay, so anyway. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna start on. Damn it! Give me a second here, folks. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, we had a good week this week, folks.
Mm.
We had, and I think you're all gonna be thrilled on and I think you're all gonna know why I'm happy. Okay, so first, December 31st, the the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. Miami beat Ohio State 24 to 14.
And of course we were obviously ones to count out Miami because they quote unquote didn't deserve to be in the playoff picture. Well, they took down number two Ohio State. So I mean, first of all, I'm happy because Ohio State they can suck it. But
Me too, bro. Me too. Ohio State can kiss my ass.
you know, but I think it's just a reminder for us people who become humble when we argue about stuff that shouldn't be happening, uh, that anything is possible when it comes to a playoff system. So kudos to Miami. They did a very good job defensively. Ohio State had nothing all day, essentially. And, I give them a lot of credit.
Okay, so down goes Ohio State.
Hmm.
Down goes Ohio State. And shout out to my friend Kevin Zuki Gonzalez, who is a huge Miami fan, and I was watching the game with him on New Year's Eve, so he's thrilled. And shout out to our dear friend John Haraska.
Yes.
And I owe you two both a big thank you because down goes Ohio State. Down goes Ohio State. So yeah, Miami, everybody wanted to count them out, but hey, they're moving on to the CFP semifinals.
Yeah.
And that game, oh, excuse me. Um, and that game being Oregon and Texas Tech. Oregon winning 23 to nothing.
Hmm. I have my eyes on this game because of Dante Moore. As you all know, I'm a Jets fan. We need a quarterback, so he's one of the quarterbacks I'm eyeing. Um, this was a boring game. Texas Tech
Yeah,
did nothing.
I was pulling for Texas Tech.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care who wins, but yeah, yeah. I don't know. I was kind of hoping for more competitive match. I was hoping for more, not necessarily points. If it's a defensive game, it's a defensive game. It is what it is. But I was not expecting 23 to nothing thumping from the Oregon Ducks. So that was kind of disappointing. It was boring. I turned the game off like midway through because I knew Texas Tech were not gonna score anything. Um, so yeah.
But you know what, dude? Let's talk about the blowout that made me do backflips
Mhm.
yesterday.
Yes, Billy Boy.
Indiana no, I'm sorry, destroyed. No, that's still not the word.
Mm-hmm.
Pulverized
Mm-hmm.
Alabama 38 to 3. Giving Alabama their in the Rose Bowl, giving Alabama their worst bowl loss in their school history. Take that, Bama.
Yeah.
The SEC. Oh my God, bro. Bro, that made my day yesterday.
Yeah.
That made my freaking day.
And how could it not? I mean, first of all, Indiana was the one seed. You know, like, again, another team that has been sort of brushed aside a little bit because they're not traditionally a big time football program and stuff. Alabama is. They've been there, done that. Doesn't matter who the coach is, you know? And what you saw yesterday was a massive display of just absolute pure football, you know,
Dominant.
dominance.
And yeah, I have to say a little something to the college football playoff committee.
Yeah.
This is who you picked Notre Dame over?
Hmm.
This is who they picked Notre Dame over?
There was a no-show by Alabama. Let's be honest.
Dude,
Trust.
these dumbass. Oh, you know what? We could say whatever we want on this, right? We could say whatever the hell we want. These dumbass motherfuckers who are catering to ESPN and ESPN trying to cater to their SEC overlords
Yeah.
And let's just pick Alabama over Notre Dame. Yeah, it's been a month, people. I'm still very sour about that.
Yeah.
Let's just pick Alabama over Notre Dame because Alabama, even though they lost 3 games and got destroyed by Georgia in the SEC finals. Oh yeah, we'll get to Georgia in a minute. We promise. We'll get to Georgia in a second. But even though they got destroyed in those 3 games, America wants to see Alabama. No, we don't. We don't
Mhm.
want to see
Yeah.
Alabama.
So
I'm
America
not part
won.
of America. You're part of America, Reg. Do we want to see Alabama?
Did America want to see that thumping? No.
What do I
Did
always say,
America?
dude? When Alabama loses, America wins.
Let's be honest. Did
America won yesterday.
did America want to see no touchdowns from Alabama and three from Fernando Mendoza? No. Two rushing touchdowns from
I want
Indiana?
to see
No.
Bama get killed.
You know, did they want to see three passing touchdowns? No.
But but
They didn't want to see any fumbles from Alabama, even though they didn't lose any. The Indiana defense was absolutely stellar all day. They nearly had a perfect game if it wasn't for that third quarter. But like it was a complete no-show from Alabama. And again, I think we need to reevaluate how the playoff works. The
yeah, and I'll talk more
way
about
this is just coming from an outsider who doesn't really watch college football, but
this. We'll talk about more of that in a second because I wanted to tie that in with the Ole Miss Georgia game.
yeah,
But
exactly.
but but the thing is, it's like I'm so who's probably who was having a good time yesterday
Mm-hmm.
aside from me,
What?
Marcus Freeman and the Notre Dame football program. They probably all got their feet up, drinking some nice Jameson Irish whiskey, not
Yeah.
sponsored, and they're probably all sitting there laughing, thinking they snubbed us for this.
Mm-hmm.
They literally snubbed us for this.
Yeah. Wasn't Ty Simpson? Ty Simpson got hurt, I think. But he was replaced midway through the game.
And to all the and to all the fuckers who say, "Well, you need to be in a conference to be in the playoffs." Look what happened. Yeah, but oh god, dude, I'm in such a good mood right now.
Yeah,
I am in
no, it
such a
was
good
great.
mood.
It was beautiful to watch, and of course, I
America
also
won yesterday, dude. America won.
and look, I had my eyes on this game too because of Fernando Mendoza. As y'all know, I'm a Jet fan who was in need of a quarterback. So just like I watched the Dante Moore game or Oregon, I was watching the Indiana game to see my eyes. We'll get to the New York Jets in a second, obviously, because we gotta talk NFL. Um, but so far, um, two good games that we reviewed. One game
And
that was
now the
disappointing.
third one, last night, this was a
Yeah.
whoa, wow, wow, wow.
This is probably the best game of the quarterfinal.
Yeah, I watched a good chunk of it last night, but then I went to bed and watched the highlights this morning because last night I was still recovering from my New Year's Eve
Mm-hmm.
celebrations.
Yep. We all know how that feels like.
Yeah, you know what I've noticed? I've noticed like quick side hint. Have you ever noticed this? It's like with Christmas and New Year's, it's like it's funny. And I know some families do this differently. It's like Christmas Eve, it's a day, but it's not Christmas Day, which is the big celebrations. But I do know some families who celebrate more on Christmas Eve than Christmas Day. But it's like with New Year's, it's the opposite. Like New Year's Eve is the party day. New Year's Day is the I'm recovering from my hangover day
Right.
before I
Well,
got to go back to
which of
work.
course
But
makes
I
sense because
guarantee you about. I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm just saying it makes sense because New Year's Eve is the party time because you're celebrating the end of the year and stuff.
And before got to recover before I go back to work. But I guarantee you a good chunk of people probably took off today
Hmm.
because they're probably thinking, why should I go? Oh, what? Well, I'm going to go back Friday, be like, oh, hope you had a good holiday. Happy New Year. Welcome back. Okay, we're done. Have a good weekend. See you Monday. Um, anyway, but this game, and I watched the last 2 minutes of it this morning. Ole Miss taking down Georgia 39 to
Hmm.
34.
Yeah. A great back and forth matchup. Um, Excellent job by Georgia to stay in it. I thought they were competitive pretty much the entire game. Um, Throughout the first half, though, you kind of thought Georgia was going to pull away with it because of the key dumb mistakes from Ole Miss. And, like that, I know that at the end of the half, I know that wide receiver that caught the ball trying to get more yardage for the kicker to, t to get the a field goal, get some points. He cut in, and they didn't have enough time to spike the ball to give himself a chance there. So that was a key mistake. Um, but I know that the Georgia offense was clicking very well in that first half. They clicked very well in the second half too. But Ole Miss, man, they didn't give up despite their mistakes, and they put up a real good fight. And at the end of the day, they came up victorious. So, tremendous back and forth and like I said, best game of the quarterfinal.
Yeah, and you could see the refs were trying to help Georgia a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it's necessary. Like, we get it. They're the higher seed and everything. But, you know,
But and then that safety at the end, dude, that was
hmm
insane.
yeah,
That whole game was insane. But guess what, bro? Guess what?
right.
Ohio State's out.
Yep,
Bama's out.
yep.
Georgia's out.
Hmm.
Who had this on the CFP bingo card?
Yeah, absolutely no one. And if we look at this bracket, Bill, going into the semifinal to the Peach Bowl, we have Indiana obviously at number one. They're definitely the team to beat, without question. And number five, Oregon. And then after that, you have the Fiesta Bowl with Ole Miss, number six Ole Miss, and then 10 Miami. So, the fact that you got the big guns pretty much out of the CFP, I mean, let's be honest, Bill. Like I said before, when we're talking about Alabama and stuff, I really think that the committee has to sort of rethink competition here for playoff.
Oh, bro. Bro, you know what's going on right now? Okay, to be fair, yes, Ole Miss is an SEC team, but they're not the SEC teams that bother me.
Hmm.
You know the ones that bother me, Reg.
Yeah.
Bama and Georgia, they're the ones that bother
Yeah,
me.
well, Ole Miss benefits from their success because of the fact that the SEC is definitely the dominant conference in college football, you know?
Because here's what I'll say. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a lot of things to say. Yeah, to all you SEC, except for Ole Miss, we wish you good luck. But to the SEC fanboys who probably want to hit me every time I say how much I hate them, and I'm gonna say this. Go cry to your picture of Nick Saban, hold your little stuffed Yuga doll, and leave us normal people alone.
Hmm.
Because we SEC hate rant arriving just about now. I am so sick and tired. You've heard me say this a million times, Reg. I'm sorry you got to hear it a million one. I am so freaking tired of these SEC fanboys. I'm so tired of the SEC think they could come here, swing their dick around, and think they're hot shit to you guys. And you know what? Because you know what's gonna and what Reg just said with the formatting. I guarantee you right now, they're probably already doing it because Bama and Georgia are both out.
Yeah.
But even with Ole Miss, if Ole Miss loses next week, I guarantee you the SEC and ESPN are shitting their pants right now.
Hmm.
They're probably in their headquarters right now doing this, drinking whiskey, like, oh my God, the powerhouses are losing. What the hell is going on here? And I guarantee you they're gonna try some fuckery next year to change the CFP.
Hmm.
To change the CFP.
Right.
They're gonna try some fuckery to change the CFP because they didn't predict this.
Hmm. It's true. But whose fault is that? Is that the playoff committee or is that the SEC teams that have not obviously benefited from any of their selections, right?
No, because I guarantee you the SEC conference is probably on the phone with the CFP today, screaming their heads off. They're
Good.
probably like, this is not how we imagined it. This is us.
Yeah.
This was supposed to fucking benefit us.
And you know they're probably rooting for Ole Miss over Miami. Like,
Oh, they probably are. But if
you know?
Miami beats Ole Miss, they're gonna be having a stroke.
Exactly.
They're gonna be like, this was supposed to benefit us.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers, this was supposed to benefit us.
Bill's having a day because he is so
I'm having a
fired
good
up.
day today, though.
He's fired up, one, because all the teams that he didn't want in the playoff lost. And and
So,
and
but
it's
no,
bittersweet because Notre Dame's still not playing. But like,
no, you know what? It's sort of like how Reggie feels when you just want to watch chaos. That's how I'm feeling right now.
yeah.
Um, because you know what it is? It's like, again, I am so tired of the SEC coming in, swinging their dick around, thinking they're hot shit, and thinking that we all have to kowtow to these motherfuckers.
Yeah. Oh, Bill's really on something today.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking
He's
at
on
you,
something.
football
He
playoff committee. I'm looking at
he
you.
yeah.
Yeah, so, because
He
you know what? Again, they're on, the SEC is probably on the phone with ESPN, and the SEC are on the phone with the CFP today, screaming their heads off.
yeah.
And they'll say, "Well, they're probably thinking, oh, well, we gotta change the format next year because people want to see us. People want to see us." Yeah. No, we don't. And you know what? It even backfired last year too, when you had Ohio State, which granted still a big conference, still the Big Ten, versus Notre Dame, who's not even in a conference. I guarantee you the SEC overlords want to go back to the four team. I
Mhm.
guarantee you they want to go back to the four team.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Well, guess what, SEC? And guess what, College Football Playoff Committee? America has spoken.
Hmm.
We've spoken. We like this. We like this
Yeah.
because we get to see y'all suffer.
Yeah. And look, they're gonna be even more mad when it expands to 16, because you know that's gonna happen soon.
Oh, if that happens, I'm gonna be sitting out. I'm gonna be sitting here popping some champagne and watching those SEC crybabies, watching
Mhm.
all the fanboys.
But here's the thing. At least the SEC is going to guarantee to get their big players in the round of 16, whenever that happens. So, you
But
know.
they're gonna be sitting there having a stroke, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna be sitting here enjoying every minute of it. So, to the College Football Playoff Committee, to the SEC, Happy New Year, motherfuckers!
Bill is really waiting on that one. He held it
Hey,
in.
I had a shitty month last month, so you know what?
He held it in.
This is started my New Year off my new year is starting off fantastic right now.
Oh God.
Just because I get to see all these SEC crybabies cry into their picture of Nick Saban holding their little stuffy Yuga dolls. Happy New Year, you bastards.
Hmm. All right.
Okay,
Reminder,
okay, okay.
the
I'm done.
semi.
I'm done.
All right, a
I'm sorry,
reminder,
Reggie.
the semifinals starts
Next week.
next week Thursday. It'll be Ole Miss Miami, again Fiesta Bowl, and then Indiana Oregon on the Friday. And the Peach Bowl. So like these bowl games actually matter. They don't. But semifinals of the college football playoff 2025 now into 2026.
And we know who's not going to be there.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry, Reggie. I had to get that out.
Yeah. And rightfully so. Rightfully so.
After Notre Dame got screwed.
Yeah.
But you were right, Reggie. This does not change the past, unfortunately. But yeah, but you know what? Yeah, so can't wait to see next week with the college football playoffs. Now it's time to move on to the NFL.
Hmm.
And NFL, and what does that mean, Reggie boy?
It means chaos, more chaos.
It absolutely means chaos.
Yeah, massive week 18 coming up uh here in the National Football League. And Um, it starts tomorrow. Of course, we've had a few Saturday games lately. Um, I'm excited about some of these Week 18 matchups, especially the ones on Saturday, because they have, especially since they're both of them are in the NFC on Saturday, and they have a lot of NFC implications. So, um, really good stuff. But then, of course, I'm the most intrigued by Sunday Night Football because, um. It involves a little a-hole that fucked over my team, for 2 years. Didn't do shit for them. And now, after everyone claimed, oh yeah, he moved to this team to make the playoffs. Well, he's in danger of missing out on the playoffs. So I'm very intrigued by Sunday Night Football and stuff as well. Um, and then of course, we're still waiting on what's going to happen with the top seed in the AFC as well. Big week for National Football League. Really big week.
Huge week for the National Football League.
Yeah, Saturday we start there for the division title of the NFC South. Bill,
And whilst we talk about that, guess what time it is?
pick 'em.
Come! Our last
And
regular season pick 'em, dude.
yeah, man, last regular season pick 'em. It's not sad because next week will be
Yes.
even better. We'll actually talk about the playoffs and games that will now matter for sure instead of games that sucky suck.
The ones that sucky suck.
Exactly. Now we're not going to go through every game because, like I said, not all these games matter. But we will go through some of them that do have some implications, like this one: Panthers at Buccaneers. Winner of this wins the division and goes to the playoffs as the number 4 seed in the NFC. Billy Boy, Bucks, Panthers. They're at Tampa Bay.
Well, I am going with the. I have a feeling that I think Carolina might pull this out
Okay.
because what we've been seeing, people have been hurt at Tampa. Okay, excuse me. Baker has not been so hot lately.
Yeah.
So I have this feeling that Carolina might upset us here.
I'm with you on Carolina. I was a little disappointed last week because I really wanted to see, and look, it could also just be that the Seahawks are just better than the Panthers, but I really was hoping to see Carolina not necessarily win that game, but show me something, right? Um, because if they are going to lose that game, I don't want them losing the game and then all of a sudden um they don't have the confidence to go into week 18 matchup um uh, against Tampa Bay. Um, but I'm with you. I think that after you watch Tampa Bay lose last week, and the fact that they're on a massive, massive losing streak that is contributing to their downfall this season, and the fact that Todd Bowles has not found a way to get this group to regroup this entire team, it's concerning to watch from the Tampa Bay side of things. The Buccaneers started off hot. Now they did lose some players down the stretch. They lost a lot of players mid-year due to injuries and stuff, and that's always tough. But they got a lot of those players back. So what's the excuse now?
Yeah, no, what is the excuse?
Yeah. So I think that this is going to be too much for them to come out of. They right now they're struggling and they can't find a way to win. And the Panthers know that. The Panthers have become a very smart team. They know what's happening. The Bucks know what's happening. So I don't have the confidence in Tampa Bay that they're going to get it done. So I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers as well. They'll win the division and cap off an amazing season. It doesn't matter what happens in the playoffs, if in fact that's what happens. Um, and let's be honest, like even if Tampa Bay wins, look, as disappointing as it may look for Carolina, I think Carolina has done a tremendous job this season, regardless of what happens. Like, and I know again, you want to make the playoffs. It's gonna be disappointing if they don't. But I would not hold Carolina's uh harsh if they were to lose this game. I would not hold them that hard. I would definitely see this as a successful season based on um, how certain teams were expected to play out.
Yeah. Anyway, so Carolina beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no,
what.
it's playing Tampa Bay. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
and we will see what happens there again. Uh, we both choose Carolina to win. Then of course we have that's the 4:30 game. Then the 8 o'clock game, Bill.
Seattle and San Fran.
Hmm.
Give me Darney.
I want to pick Darnold to win. I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant. I'm gonna pick Seattle, but I'm not gonna say this is an easy game for Seattle because the 49ers are world beaters. Maybe not more on the defensive side, but they're world beaters offensively. So it's gonna be a tough game for Seattle. We already know how they had panned out earlier this year. So it's gonna be a tough game for them. I expect San Francisco to come out and really put up a dogfight. I'll take the Seahawks on the road to win the division and get the number one seed. Um,
So you're picking Seattle too?
yeah, crazy stuff. All right.
Okay, next game.
On to Sunday. Um, we don't care about Saints Falcons. We don't care about Browns Bengals.
Packers Vikings.
Give me the Packers.
Go Pack Go.
Hmm.
That's for the Patch Man.
Yeah. This one's interesting. I want the Cowboys to um lose this game, but I feel like they're give me the Cowboys. And we all know why I want the Cowboys to lose this game.
So I get it. So I fall back further in the draft
Mhm.
capital.
I want I want the Giants nowhere near the top picks because I'm telling you, man, like you're gonna fleece us. I'm looking at those dirty eyes. Like, don't tell me you didn't want one of those top picks. Like,
No, no, I did too, but you know what? I'm picking the Giants just because in good conscience, I can't pick Dallas. In good conscience, I cannot pick Dallas.
I feel you on that. I get it. I get
That'd be like asking me to pick the Red Sox over the Yankees. I can't.
it.
I can't. Mark, Mark, if you're watching, you know I cannot pick Dallas.
Yeah. Uh, he's obviously gonna be very disappointed. Um,
Nah, he won't. Maybe.
yeah.
Okay. Titans, Jaguars.
This one can matter. They're an early game. It can matter. Um, because the Jaguars can still get the number one seed. Um, I'll say the Jaguars win this game. Easy.
Yeah, I'm picking the Jags on this one.
Yeah. Now, if they lose, they are in danger of losing that division title. So watch out. I think they win though. Jacksonville's very good.
Lawrence has been on a hot streak.
Hmm. Yeah, the offense in general, they're scoring a lot of points. And of course that's credit to Liam Cohen, who has been a tremendous offensive voice for that team. And of course the him as a head coach has been a massive success so far.
Okay, Colts and Texans.
This one can matter because there's division implications here. Give me the Texans to beat the Colts, and the Colts will complete the free fall.
Picking the Texans, you said?
Big in the Texans.
Yeah, I'm picking the Texans too. Like, I feel bad for Daniel Jones, though. I really do.
Yeah, because he had a great season
He was doing
and
great.
it went away. Yeah. Um,
Okay. Jets, Bills. Does that mean anything or next?
next.
You know you're gonna get your ass kicked, and you know you're gonna be getting a phone
Yeah.
call from our friend Nate Moser.
Yeah, and whatever. Like, look,
Which, damn it, Mike Rifkin, why didn't I see a video of you in his house as Santa Claus making fun of him?
yeah.
Okay, so what? My check bounced. Who cares?
And you know what?
What?
Um, oh, but I'm sending a text. I apologize. Um, it is the final game at the old Ralph Wilson Stadium. For those that are in modern times, it's now Highmark Stadium. But back in my day, it was Ralph Wilson Stadium. Um, the greatest football venue in New York State. And we salute to the Ralph as it will close its doors, it'll be torn down. Um, Hopefully they'll keep pieces of it as a landmark. I don't know what the Bills want to do with it. I don't know what Erie County and the city of Buffalo and the town of Orchard Park, I don't know what they want to do with it. But I really hope that they preserve parts of it so that generations can always go to that site and have the Bills experience um, that that everyone that all the Bills fans have had over the years. So the Ralph, we salute you. The Bills are gonna win that game. No,
Yeah.
there's no way that ain't gonna be a rocking place. So moving on.
So Next, Lions and Bears combined.
This is the second of the 425s, by the way. Lions Bear.
Yep.
We can pick this. Why not? Chicago wins this game. And they go,
Chicago's going to win this one.
yeah, and the Bears go into the playoffs with a lot of confidence. This one
Yes.
has what's up, Bill? I'm sorry, I cut
No,
you
no,
off.
sorry. I was talking to myself for a sec.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Chargers and Broncos.
Um, Broncos got to win to get that number one seed. Give me the Broncos. The Chargers are not playing Herbert, so Broncos should win this one easy. Chiefs Raiders, no one cares. Can you believe we're saying
But
this? Can you
yeah,
believe
but we'll
it?
say this, possibly the last game of Travis Kelce.
Hmm. It's
It's
true.
going around.
Yep. I mean,
But
and that's
I
and that's not surprising, given the season that he's had. It's very obvious he doesn't want to be there. You know, he wants to be with his fiance,
he wants to
and
be with Taylor.
yeah, and live out the rest of his life. He'll do his podcast with his brother, and he'll make money off of that, like he already has been.
And
And
Taylor has more money than God.
exactly, he'll
So,
he'll gladly take the billions, via
and I'm
his
sure if
fiance.
him and Taylor have children,
Mhm.
those kids are going to be set for life.
Oh yeah. Easy.
Because, but you know what? It's actually kind of funny. I saw this meme a while back. Um, it was shortly after Taylor and Travis got engaged. Um, it was about Kylie Kelsey, Jason Kelsey's wife, who I just want to say everyone goes gaga over Taylor Swift and rightfully so, but Kylie just seems so sweet. She really does.
Yeah.
And Jason's a lucky guy. She just seems like she seems like such a nice lady. She really does. Like of the football wives who have podcasts, her and Matt Stafford's wife Kelly, who I watched like one episode of Kelly Stafford's podcast. I really wanted to bang my head on something because she just seems very fake. While Kylie Kelsey seems very real. But there was a meme that said, "Wow, think about Kylie Kelsey. Years ago, she took a chance and went on a date with this guy she met on Tinder at a bar who was going to be an NFL player, and now her husband's a retired NFL star, and her sister-in-law is going to be Taylor Swift."
I mean, isn't that crazy though? The origin stories of that family? Like,
Yeah, or even just not getting political here, or how New York City yesterday just inaugurated Zohran Mamdani
yeah.
because Zohran and his wife met on Hinge.
Hmm.
And they say, yeah, Rama, she just went on Hinge to get a quick dopamine hit. And now she's married to the mayor of New York City.
Crazy.
So you never know how these things could go.
Yeah.
Uh, but anyway,
It's all about luck, really. It's all about luck.
but I'll tell you this. Nobody cares about the Chiefs Raiders game, and I can't believe we're saying that.
Yeah.
And
And it's the truth. No one gives a
and
shit.
I'm gonna state it again. I said this in the beginning of the season, and Reg attacked me for it. The dynasty has ended.
I'm just not ready to say it because you just never know. They could always retool that team
They
and make them
could.
into a powerhouse. And then the dynasty is still there.
No,
Um,
I'm sorry. I'm just
yeah, enjoy
enjoying
it.
this right now.
Yeah, enjoy it. Just like I'm enjoying the Warriors' downfall in basketball. They're no longer.
Let's just say, okay, we don't have to say it's the end of the dynasty, but we could just kick back and just enjoy this for
Yeah.
now. And then until next year they retool and then we're sad again. But anyway,
Oh
all
God,
right, so Cardinals, Rams,
no one cares. No one
no one
cares.
cares. Dolphins, Patriots.
This one has implications. The Patriots trying to get the one seed. I say the Dolphins come into Foxborough and upset the Patriots and make them all sad.
Okay. If New England had nothing to play for, I would agree with you, but I think it's going to be New England. But I could kind of see though why, because I'll say this, I think Sunday might be Mike McDaniel's last game.
It may be. We have some news on the Dolphins after this.
Well, break it now. What is it?
Well, it's the fact that Troy Aikman's going to advise on the GM search. Um, this is not a permanent role for the Dolphins. Um, but they are going to advise on the GM search. Whatever the Dolphins pick, that could matter towards whether they keep Mike McDaniel or not. Again, I don't know what they want to do with Mike McDaniel. It seems like they want to keep him. I have this big feeling, Bill. Um, as Bill walked off the set for a second.
Sorry for about that.
And you're fine. I have a strong feeling that for whatever reason, the Dolphins really like Mike McDaniel. They like the leadership. They like the fact that they've played better over the last few weeks. They may actually take a swing at it and keep him.
They may take us. Well, no, I think they might get rid of him because you know what? When these new GMs come in,
Hmm. And you're right. You're 100% right. Go ahead.
because you know if if they give the condition, hey, we want to keep Mike McDaniel, because you know when these new GMs come in, they want to bring in their own people. They want to bring in their own folks. So they might so the Miami Dolphins, so the new GM, whoever it's going to be, is going to want to bring in his own head coach. And if they say, well, we want to keep Mike McDaniel, they'll probably say, yeah, no, I'm not taking this job. So I think because if most of the GM candidates that they're going to interview, Reg, want to
Yeah.
want to bring in their own people, they might just get rid of Mike McDaniel
Yeah.
just so they can get a new GM who wants to bring in his own head coach.
No, I feel you. Now you're not wrong. I'm not saying that McDaniel is totally safe, but I'm just saying based on how they've recently played, I feel like the Dolphins may take a swing at it and go for it again. And you know, why not? But it will depend on what the new GM would want. Does he want McDaniel? I don't know. Are they going to get along? I don't know. Is McDaniel going to be part of the process, just like Troy Aikman's going to be part of this process? Is McDaniel going to be working with Troy Aikman to find that GM? I don't know.
Okay. Commanders and Eagles, who cares? Philly's in.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
But the Sunday night game,
This one definitely matters, and this is what I'm talking about.
Baltimore versus Pittsburgh.
This is just absolute massive territory. And based on recent events on how games like this go for Aaron Rodgers, he's lost these games. So I'm going to pick the Ravens to avenge their loss against the Steelers earlier in the year. They're going to go to the playoffs as division winners, and Aaron Rodgers can cry into his little dark cave into retirement, and it'd be a massive FU to all these idiots out there that locked in the Pittsburgh Steelers to a playoff spot, thinking that, oh, because Aaron Rodgers is there, the team is instantly better. Well, are they instantly better? I don't know.
I'm gonna. Baltimore's been a little shaky lately,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna pick Baltimore because you know what? I think it might be time. Aaron Rodgers needs to be humbled a little more.
Hmm. Not only does Aaron Rodgers need to be humbled, but these idiots that are trying to trash the Jets for getting rid of Aaron Rodgers, who thought it was a mistake getting rid of Rodgers. I think they need to be humble too, because they trashed my football team for making the right decision, getting rid of this old hag who's not good, hasn't been good all year. I don't care what the numbers say. You know?
Reggie going on his curmudgeon Jet
Yeah.
fan.
And um ultimately, and look, I don't know if the Steelers are gonna lose this game. They may find a way to win. But like, the bottom line is, he has not been good. He continues to play old. He continues to, you know, throw his teammates under the bus, act like he does no wrong, and it's silly. It's stupid, and I'm tired of it. So I really do hope the Ravens come from behind in this division race, win it, go to the playoffs. They're not going to do much because they're not a great team, you know. But the one thing that I would love for them to do is to get this asshole out of here, you know. Just get him.
So,
You
he'll,
look, look, Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He's gonna go to the Hall of Fame. There's no question about it. But I'm just sick and tired of his antics, dude. I really am.
so is Sunday gonna be the Aaron Rodgers retirement party?
Um, I hope it is. Oh, by the way,
For he's a jolly good fellow. No, he's not.
God. By the way, we are planning a live stream for Sunday night.
We are. We are?
So, this is news to Bill. I'm sorry we didn't keep you in the loop. We are
Yeah, thank
planning
you for
a
telling me.
At least we didn't tell you late.
You're telling me now. That's good.
Yeah.
I might
We
pop
are
in.
planning a live stream. We don't know if it's actually gonna happen, but we want to happen because why not? You know? Um, and worst case scenario, I'll be in the room just chilling out.
I might pop in for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tells me now when we're on air.
So stay tuned. It will be here on this very YouTube channel. So, yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great stuff.
Yeah. So, anyway, Reg, I don't know. We
Mhm.
might do this for the playoffs. I have no idea. But,
Sure. Why
Reg,
not? Why not?
what is the cheapest game? What's the most expensive game this week?
The cheapest gotta be the Browns game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tickets as low as $28. Now, what's the most expensive game?
I'm gonna say San Francisco.
Okay, San Francisco. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Cheapest ticket for San Francisco is $282.
What the fuck? Who
Yeah.
wants to pay that? Who wants to pay that? You
The
know?
second cheapest game is the Ravens Steelers at 275.
I think it's really expensive for a game. I mean, I'm sorry. Like I I get it because there are playoff implications there. Whoever wins makes it. Whoever loses is out. So it's just a money grab. But Jesus Christ. Um. All right. That's the NFL. It all starts Saturday. So stay tuned for all that stuff. We'll obviously uh look back on the Saturday games on Sunday Silent Report, preview the Sunday games. And like I said, we're planning a live for Sunday Night Football. So please stay tuned for all of that.
Yeah, so that's it. First show of 2026
First
in the
show
books.
20 of 2026, absolutely. Before we go, and I know this is kind of suck for Yankee fans, but Tatsuya, I believe, Imai,
Going to Houston.
Tatsuya, or whatever it is, Imai, going to Houston. He's a star Japanese pitcher. Um, Again, if I butcher the name, I apologize, but you get the point. He's going to Houston. Why the Yankees did not even try to offer him something big. It wasn't even a big contract. I think it's $18 million a year for 3 years. Like, I think it's like a total of like 60 something, 50 something, something like that. I mean, just what the fuck are the Yankees doing? I swear to God. But we're still waiting on Bellinger, still waiting on a lot of stuff. Um,
Yeah, if we screw up this offseason,
they talked to Bo Bichette. They've been talking to him. That'd be a big one.
yes, it would be. Like, come on, we gotta. How many days till pitchers and catchers?
We have a month, and it's just like, time clock's ticking. Like I don't want them to lose out on a Bellinger sweepstakes that could be much cheaper than we think. So, you know, it really depends on what happens with Kyle Tucker. And I'm surprised he hasn't been signed yet either. So, um, damn, we'll see about it. All right. If you like what you see, and why
You,
wouldn't you?
why wouldn't you? Because content's amazing.
Yeah. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's right in front of you. Just hit the subscribe button.
Hit
You
that
can,
bell. Hit the bell.
yeah, and make sure you hit all so you get all of our notifications. You'll know when we're live, period.
Yes, you will.
You know, this podcast is also available in audio wherever you get your podcasts, as with all of our podcasts. Uh, Tune in. We would appreciate everything. Um, a new edition of Six Man Up is up too, so please
Go
check
check
out
that out.
Six Man
Good
Up
to see Marcus feeling better.
yeah, on this yes, he was feeling better. Good enough to talk about the Knicks. On this podcast feed, the Sports City podcast feed, Six Man Up. Again, wherever you get your podcasts. Um, Log on to our website. There are a lot of blogs. Follow our socials. We are going to plan to do more social media content. We're trying to do it.
We
We
should.
Yeah, so please stay tuned for that. Um, and continue to follow the Sports City Network on this journey in 2026. A lot of changes are going to be coming soon, so please stay tuned for that. It's gonna be
All
great.
right. So from Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy and Danny Boy Reginald.